An EMS crisis, patients pocketing insurance checks instead of paying for ambulance services.
Well, is this legal, and is there an effort to change this? ABC 27 investigator Kendra Nichols looked into it.
Cumberland Goodwill EMS in Carlisle responds to more than 10,000 calls a year to help people in crisis, but it's facing its own crisis.
We lose money every time we go out the door.
EMS services already struggle with low reimbursement rates from Medicaid and Medicare. Add on top of that, patients pocketing insurance checks.
But we definitely see the upswing around these months during the holiday season.
Those checks can range from $800 to $2,000, and that money adds up.
In 2017, that number was about $176,000 just to patients pocketing it. This year, as of the end of September, we were already at $177,000. An average EMT salary in this area is about $50,000 a year, so we're losing the equivalent of 3 EMTs' pay.
EMS services are considered out of network, so the law allows the insurance company to write the check directly to the insured.
Is this something you've heard about?
This is something that we've certainly heard about in the Bureau.
The Bureau of Emergency Medical Services doesn't regulate insurance, but it does provide oversight and support to 2,000 EMS services in Pennsylvania.
The General Assembly passed Act 84 in 2015, which did create an option for EMS providers to engage in agreements with insurers to be able to receive that direct pay.
But it failed. There are currently no EMS services participating.
Is there an effort to look at this issue again?
Absolutely.
Senate Resolution 6 formed a commission that is currently looking at how to improve both fire and EMS services. Direct pay is a part of that discussion. Its recommendations are expected in a few weeks. While EMS services wait for action at the Capitol, what can they do to collect?
Oftentimes it just goes the debt collection process, and the worst thing that we seem to be able to do there is to ruin their credit score.
There may be another option. In Somerset County, 12 people were charged for not using insurance funds for ambulance services. We asked the Cumberland County DA if he would consider doing the same. He said he is open to the idea.
Insurance companies argue they want to encourage EMS to become providers so they can negotiate better rates for members. But EMS services say the negotiated rates don't cover costs, so it's a vicious cycle. Until there's a change in the law, insurance companies can continue to write checks to members. With the ABC 27 investigators, I'm Kendra Nichols.
An update on an ABC 27 investigation: patients pocketing insurance checks intended for EMS services. A local lawmaker wants to make it easier to press charges against people who take the money and run. ABC 27 investigator Kendra Nichols reports.
Right now, the law allows insurers to pay members directly for EMS services when it's out of network. Some of those patients choose to pocket the check instead of paying. Representative Rob Kaufman represents Franklin County, but says his bill would help EMS services across the state, like Cumberland Goodwill EMS, which lost over $220,000 last year from patients pocketing insurance checks. This problem even recognized in a recent Senate commission report, which recommended a change in the law. Kaufman says his bill will make the law crystal clear, and violators could face fines and possible jail time.
Having this in law is going to put those bad actors on notice and say enough is enough. When the call comes out, they're coming to see you and they're coming to take you to the hospital, so you better submit the check to the ambulance company when you get it.
House Bill 82 was referred to the Judiciary Committee, and Kaufman is the chair of that committee. Insurance companies argue they want to encourage EMS to become providers so they can negotiate better rates for members. But EMS services say the negotiated rates don't cover costs. With the ABC 27 investigators, I'm Kendra Nichols.